The only fumes you give off on a bike is you're burping and farting. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. On my way home. I just noticed I left my flashlight back at work. It's still bright out though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Wasn't really planning on going for a night ride tonight. I'll just get it when I get back into work tomorrow. Commute in the morning. It's obviously bright in the morning. No chance for rain or anything, so no biggie. Anyway, tonight I wanted to talk about locking your bike up, how to do it properly. Let's make a right here. Get on a slightly smaller road. There's a lot of different methods for locking your bike. There's the Ulock or Dlock. It's I hate those manholes. It's probably the strongest sort of lock you can use. Really strong. Heard someone honk. I don't think they were honking at me though. They're way back there. You can also get the cable locks. I wouldn't really suggest using those though. I'd use a Ulock or a Dlock. And wow, it just feels wonderful out here. I'm sort of distracted. Sorry about that. I'd recommend using a Ulock or Dlock through the rear wheel of your, or rear wheel, yeah, and the rear triangle of your bike. Stop for 1 second here. Learning how to stop quickly is important. I nearly had an accident last time because, anyway. So when you lock your bike, what you want to do is stick the Ulock through the rear wheel here within this rear triangle right here. So essentially you want to capture that, and if you can, capture the frame of the bike as well. But the main thing is you want to get the rear wheel, because if you got that locked, the only way they can actually take the frame then is if they cut the rim of the wheel, the rear wheel, and generally the rear wheel is just about the most fancy part of anybody's bike. And then for the front wheel, you can just use a cable lock or something, or another Ulock if you want for the front wheel. There are other ways you can lock your wheel though in the front. You can get a special skewer that needs a special key to unlock. Gotta be a little careful with those though, because there are ways to defeat them. But it'll save you time. No lock's gonna be lock proof. Make sure that's not coming off. So a thief, if they really want your bike, they'll be able to get it, but you might as well make it hard for them. Most people who steal bikes, I would tend to think, would not be really high-level criminals. I don't know what you would call it. I mean, they're not really going for, I mean, there are really expensive bicycles. I mean, that's true. I mean, there are $10,000 bicycles, which is like stealing a car, but I don't really live in an area that I think's that dangerous. Generally, you want to park your bike in a safe place. You start there, and then just use common sense. Letting all these cars go. There we go. Everyone's leaving work now. I'm a little surprised because it's like 7:30. These people are all working late. Anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it. I mean, whatever works for you, whatever's easiest for you. You don't necessarily have to leave your lock at, you know, wherever you lock up your bike at, but it does seem to be pretty darn convenient to just do that. If you do that though, and you live in an area where you get freezing rain, you want to make sure, well, in any case, you want to make sure your bike lock is always lubricated, probably once a month. Just put a little chain oil in it, work it a little bit, and make sure it's nice and smooth. If it's rough at all, then it needs oil. Well, I just want to keep riding all day here. I'm hungry though, I want to get some dinner. Gotta get home here, I don't have a flashlight. So yeah, just lock your bike, you capture that rear wheel with inside the rear triangle of the bike, and then use something for your front wheel, like a cable lock. Like I said, the front wheel is not quite as important, although without a front wheel you can't get home, so you could use another Ulock or a locking skewer. I think those are better than cable locks, which can be defeated with a big tool, depending on how thick the cable is. If you do use a cable lock, see if you can find one with a diameter of like ½ an inch. Of course, once you really start going up in coil diameter, it starts getting heavier and defeats the purpose of a cable lock, which is its convenience of being lightweight. But lightweight also means not very strong either, necessarily. So other things that you'll want to lock up on your bike, your saddle. I mean, some of you might have a $100 saddle. You don't want to lose that. There are, like, again, locking skewer systems for that if your saddle's worth that much, or you live in a high crime area, or university campuses especially. Got to be wary of these sort of things where there's a lot of bikes and people can miss my turn. People can steal a whole bunch of them all at once. Let's see what else. The locking skewers, you can lock your headset, sort of protect your handlebars. One thing I'm not sure about how to prevent it from being stolen is your pedals, your bicycle pedals. If you got bike pedals that just use like an Allen bolt or something, because generally that's what they are, that or a wrench or something. So I don't know how to protect your pedals, because there's some pretty expensive pedals out there too. I mean, pedal systems can run over $100, and that's quite a lot of money. So yeah, I've done a lot of research into that, how to lock my bike. That was one of the main things that sort of prevented me from commuting by bike to work. Is I was trying to figure out, like, well, where can I park my bike, and then how can I protect it from the elements and from the thieves. And really, like I said, it's use something like locking skewers and a single U-lock on the rear wheel, and you're probably good to go. It's a lot better than most. Most just seem to do the cable locks, I think. Yeah, that's pretty worthless. That'll only protect you from a honest thief. Quite a bit of traffic on the road still. All right, here we go. Make it a point not to ride on this road when it's really busy. It's not all that busy right now though. Whew. I really need my flashlight now. It's getting sort of dark. Do not ride without a flashlight. Don't be an idiot like me. Although that guy didn't have his headlights on. At least they got the blinky light in the back, but and at least I'm still seeing cars with their lights off, so I don't feel that horrible. There's the Brentwood Police Department right there. I probably just got myself filmed on camera. Just want to turn around. Well, they're on camera too, so Big Brother is watching everywhere. Okay. This may not seem like much traffic, but you know, I live in a Midwestern city and I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of people on the road this late at night. Well, evening, it's not really night. Going on to 7:45 on a weekday. Oh. That truck stinks. It's one of the disadvantages of riding a bike. It's the exhausts of fumes of the other vehicles. The only fumes you give off on a bike is you're burping and farting. Anyway. Well, that was interesting. I thinking about methane now in cows. I heard that it takes a gallon of water to produce one almond. I don't know how they figure that out. I guess they figure, you know, it takes so much water to grow an almond tree. However, similarly, it takes so many hundreds of gallons of water to produce an ounce of meat, of beef. So, anything living requires water. So I just heard a story about that. Oh, a bunch of little bugs in the air right now. Keep my mouth shut. That's another nice thing about having glasses, is that keeps the bugs from hitting your eyes. Doesn't protect your mouth though. I have seen these like little mesh sort of net things you can actually put all over your put over your head, sort of like a veil. I guess for like really bad mosquitoes or something. Okay. A lot of people on the trail. Bugs. Hello. Oh, these bugs keep coming at me. Maybe tomorrow's topic will be bugs. Getting a little protein. Swallowing a few gnats, flies. So if you have any questions about locking your bike, just leave a comment and I'll try to respond to you. Like I said, I mean, it really just comes down to getting that rear wheel within the rear triangle. And if you have a tight enough geometry on your bike, like this bike, sort of a road racing bike, you can also capture the frame with a mini Ulock, a lighter weight Ulock. It's a Kryptonite. They're a popular brand, and On Guard, and there's a couple other brand name locks. The old Kryptonites can be defeated though with the ballpoint pen, but I'd be a little surprised if people still have those locks, because that was years ago. Years ago. All right, we're going. All right, making a right. That was a little iffy back there. I wouldn't suggest doing that. Wait for the big gap. That's what I always say. Play it safe. Thanks for watching.